Hi, I'm Luke Lin, and this is Cien News, bringing you the latest news from schools in Changhua County, Taiwan. Let's get started. First up, students at schools in Pito Township celebrated Mother's Day by singing the song "The Kindness of Loving Mothers." It was one of the special events in which students participated to show appreciation for their mothers. The song, written by the college professor Tony Zhuang, aims to educate students about the sacrifice mothers make for them and to remind them to show their gratitude for their mothers. Mr. Zhuang, a teacher from Mingdao University in Pito Township, has been trying very hard to promote character education through music. He wrote many songs for school children in hopes that they will remember the importance of fundamental values like gratitude, respect, and compassion. To know more about his project for promoting character education, let me ask him a couple of questions. Mr. Zhuang, could you tell me why you use music to promote character education?
Well, this is because music is a universal language. Everybody needs music and almost everyone likes music. In particular, our great teacher Confucius mentioned that the best way to influence the society in a positive way is through music. There are quite a lot of examples stating that music is a useful way to encourage people, to comfort people, and to cheer people up.
How did you get started?
Several years ago, I founded a non-profit organization called Pure Mind Music. We have composed quite a few songs which are free to download from our website. Also, those songs are very suitable for many different occasions, such as Father's Day, Mother's Day, and Teacher's Day. We also organize activities which aim to help improve the relationship between parents and their children. Those events usually get very good responses from parents.
Another nonprofit organization that has been promoting character education for a long time is Bai Yongchuan Education Foundation. The organization was founded in memory of Mr. Bai Yongchuan. It was one of the groups that helped to introduce the international organization Up With People to Changhua for a 12-day visit in 2010. Mr. Bai was a very successful businessman. To give back to society, he donated funds to have student activity centers and libraries built. Besides his generosity, he worked very hard to advocate character education across Taiwan. He organized a group of educators to give speeches and lectures about character and family education to people around Taiwan. He was a wonderful role model for all educators and others to emulate. In his memoir, you will find the values that motivated him to donate his time and energy to education. To know more about the legacies of Mr. Bai and the goals of the foundation, I interviewed the current president of the foundation, Mr. Bai Wenliang. He is also the son of Mr. Bai Yongchuan. Let's watch part of the interview.
More than 30 years ago, he started to give back to society. He worked as a custodian at Salun Elementary in Banqiao. At that time, he made his first wish. That is, if he made enough money, someday he would do something for the school he attended, Salun Elementary. He wanted to have an activity center built for the students. He was successful and built the center. You mentioned that my father did his own dish after eating. This is an example of his humility. He was about 90 years old and he was still washing his own dishes. He wanted to set a good example for people. My father wrote an autobiography. We have the Chinese and Japanese versions of the book. We hope to promote the book and have more people read it. For example, the book was inspiring in many ways. I believe it will have the same effect on other people too. The book will have a positive impact on its readers. Character education should be done in a subtle and slow fashion, instead of being taught in a dogmatic way. It should be done without people knowing it. Sometimes an article can touch your heart deeply. After reading his autobiography, readers will be influenced in many different ways. We will start here.
To watch the whole interview, please visit our website at cien.chc.edu.tw. Next, I'd like to introduce an international volunteer, Paco. He is from Mexico. In 2010, Paco stayed in Changhua for 12 days with Up With People, an international education organization that takes young people to different parts of the world for concerts, community services, and cultural exchanges. This year, he came back to visit his old friends in Taiwan. During his stay in Changhua, he visited many schools and taught students some basic Spanish expressions. They had a lot of fun learning a new foreign language and knowing something about Mexican culture. He was invited to our studio, and now he will talk about his experiences with students and introduce to you a little about Mexican culture.
Hello everyone, my name is Paco and I come from Mexico. I'm 20 years old, and the reason why I'm right now in Taiwan is because I want to visit some friends and I want to visit some schools. 2 years ago, I came with an organization called Up With People, and I visited different cities in Taiwan. I had such a great time that this time I wanted to come back and visit some schools, teach Spanish to some children, and visit some friends. It is an amazing country and I'm very happy to be here. When I was in Up With People, we visited Taiwan for a whole month, and the purpose of our visit is because we wanted to do some social service. We went to different schools and we taught English and some other activities such as leadership programs and international culture to the students. We also perform in two shows where we have different shows with music, with different colors, and people from all over the world. The Up With People group consists of 100 students of over 20 different countries, and they show the people how can people understand themselves even though they come from different cultures. So I've been here in Taiwan for my second time since last Monday, and I've visited over like 6 different schools. It's been amazing because every single classroom is different. They all have different energy, but they all want to learn. They are all very curious in learning and getting to know someone from a different country, and I am very happy to be there and share a little bit of my culture with them. Mexico is a big country that is located in the south of the United States, so that means that it's in the American continent. We speak Spanish because we were in a Spanish colony before, so we say words like hola, which means hello, and we say other words such as adios, which means goodbye. The Mexican culture is well known around the world because of its food, its colors, and its traditional music. The food is very, very good, and for example, one of our main dishes is called tacos, which is a tortilla, a circle made out of corn where we put meat, salad, cheese, and sauce. We grab it by the sides, and with the hands we eat it like this. You can find it everywhere. It's street food and it's very, very good. It is cheap and it's good when you are on a rush. You can also find some other things like corn, like meat, like vegetables, beans, and rice. We have plenty of food and it's very good for the people who go there. The music in Mexico is also very, very known for the guitar, the mariachis, and the big sombreros. You're welcome to Mexico anytime you want.
Thanks, Paco. Next, Lunya Elementary students were proud to make a presentation about socks for our international volunteer Michael Dishino. Lunya Elementary is located in Shetou Township, the most important town for making socks in Taiwan. During the presentation, the students said that Shetou Township makes almost 50% of the socks manufactured in Taiwan. Many famous high-quality socks come from Shetou. In addition to talking about the history of the sock industry, the students introduced to Mike the many uses of socks. According to them, socks are not just for your feet. They can be used as soap nets or cell phone cases. You can cut socks into small circles and use them as rope to tie a plastic bag, or you can protect your wooden floor from being scratched by putting loose socks on the bottom of the table or chair legs. If you want to make something special as a gift for friends, you could make dolls out of socks. They definitely look very cute. Well, that's all for today. We leave you with the song The Kindness of Loving Mothers, sung by Miss Han Pei-Juan. Until next time, goodbye.
慈母的恩德，此生言语道不尽。愿将感恩的心化作无穷力量，贡献社会和人群。愿将有限岁月燃烧自己生命，照亮